Thank you. I'm very happy to be here on this very inspiring evening, and I'm happy to have the opportunity to tell you a little bit about our way of thinking architecture. This are Gerd, Jakob and me, and we are together since 26 years. And we like to work in very different typologies, so we are definitely no specialists. And what we try to is to develop a a very lively space for people. Because we try, our biggest target is that we want that the people love our architecture. This is the highest target we have, because we think if we reach this target, we can create something like emotional sustainability. And we think this is the most important kind of sustainability, because when architecture works well and people love these buildings, there is no need to break them down. What we like sometimes is to catch more flies with one bat, and this is one example. We found this very sad entrance hall of the Technical Museum in Vienna, and it doesn't work very good. There was no furniture, bad light, bad acoustic, and so on. And so we tried to solve the problems with one element, and this is something like a mushroom, which is on the bottom a seating object for the school classes who come here in the museum, and on the top it's something like a lighting object, and it solves the acoustic problems, and it also protects a little bit this glass building from the sun, and so there is the view to the old historic building free, and the people use it for sitting, and in the night it's also it's a light object, and also brings the museum visually outside. The everyday life we found very interesting, because when we make housing projects, it's really not very clever to work against the people who live in this house later. And so we thought maybe it's a good idea to use the energy of the people transforming architecture. And therefore, on this housing project in Vienna, we developed something like a starter kit for living, and it's consisting of a textile element for the intimacy on the balcony, these boxes for the flowers, and a dryer for the laundry. And this dryer you can clap inside if you're more introverted, and if you're more extroverted you can clap it outside. And so we tried to encourage people to transform the architecture with their laundry and their plants, and so we like to have some underwear in architecture. What we now we think it's an important topic in towns is to repair a city on places where there is maybe social hotspots, and we found this site near the River Danube, where there was a huge housing project from the 70s, and in front of this housing project there was a more than 400 meters long garage, which was broken down, rotten, and it was very a difficult place. And so the city thought to bring here a new housing project, and with this housing project, it's at about 20,000 square meters, this broken down garage was new built. And we used this area, this garage, to give the new inhabitants and also the people living behind a 430 meters long public garden, where you can have here urban gardening, or there are some places where children can play. And we have, you see here in the left side, this existing building, and so we designed these special balconies that the people of the new building don't look the others in their sleeping rooms, and so also to celebrate the view to the Danube. And we also try to motivate the inhabitants to green their balconies. So we equip these balconies with different cups. Yeah, and so we try that this building gets a special expression. One building what's for us, it's a very important building, is a museum for the Herbert Leonig. Herbert Leonig was the most important private collector of modern art after 1945. And we won a competition. We found here two little valleys, one valley here on the north and one here. And in this northern valley there comes the street where the people arrive at this museum. And the museum, what you see is a very flat hill, and we put the museum in this hill to save money, because the client was very hard, and he forced us to build this museum with the price of social housing. So it was quite hard for us. You see the white parts is the first part we erected, and the yellows was the third and the second and the third step. And now we have altogether 7,500 square meters museum. We tried to make this building more like a land art project than a normal architecture. You see this flat hill and only this silver needle lying in the landscape. When you come on the street, you see this cantilevering part. On this point, it cantilevers about more than 30 meters. And maybe this is also one of our philosophies to when there is no money, to concentrate it on one important point, and this was here for us important to this cantilevering. And the materials are very simple industrial materials. And when you enter the museum, you see on the right side a visible storage area where the pictures hanging on these frames, and the curators can pull out the frames and select the art work. And then we reached the main exhibition space. It's about 140 meter long and 12 meter wide. These walls are movable, so every year this layout of the exhibition can be defined new. And on both ends of these exhibition rooms there are terraces for sculptures, and they are important for us to connect the visitors with the landscape. Yes, on this side there is the river Drava. And this is a funny thing. The client wanted us to build a little building for his tractor, and so he says it's not possible to spend too much money for this. So we used a system, a concrete system for the wastewater clearing. Yeah. So it was very cheap to build it, and so he didn't want to put the tractor inside and used it now as an exhibition space again. And outside it's only this little hill. And these different parts of the building we collected with gangways, and these gangways we designed together with artists like Brigitte Kowans here with this light artwork, and Esther Stocker. And for the extension of the exhibition space, we cutted this huge opening in the existing wall, and there is a triangle exhibition space with this special roof. For us, important is to reduce things, reduce to the max. And we have been invited to make the Austrian pavilion for the Expo 2020 in Dubai. But we have really problems with Expo architecture, and we have problems with Dubai. And so we tried to try something else. And we looked what's in the region, and we found this this special old cooling towers, where the people since hundreds of years they used water and the thermic of the sun and this temperature difference between day and night to cool the buildings. And so we used the same system to avoid an artificial cooling system. And what we did is we used very simple geometric forms. We used these cones, and we put these cones together so that in the points where they overlap, there is something like a column is the rest. And it depends how we cut these cones, that you have columns or like you see here, you have some walls. And so we can create with this overlapping cones a special kind of space. We constructed it with very slim prefabricated concrete elements and in combination with clay. And so this was very important for the humidity of the surface. Outside, the white color is important to reflect the sun. And inside the clay makes this, it collects the humidity and also makes a special atmosphere. And we try to work with different senses. So here in this room there is this seating object made of zirbe. It's a wood which smells very strong. And we work with light and shadow and with plants and also music, sound, to give the people another experience like this very high-tech experience of an expo. So it's more a quiet pavilion, but on its way, it's also an expressive one. Yeah, and this is the building where for this building I'm here, I think. This is, we took part on the competition for the first 100% car-free IKEA worldwide. This was the Viennese troupe of IKEA. They fought for this for 10 years. After 10 years, the mother in Sweden said, okay, if you want to get unlucky, then you can start it now. And so they tried to make this project. And we find here a very dense spot in Vienna with no green, no parks. And in the competition, IKEA said, we want to be a good neighbor. And so we said, how can we be a good neighbor on this point of the town? And so we said, nature is missing here. And we decided to pack these different functions from the storage, the shopping, restaurant, hotel. Over there, it's on a very difficult site, because you see in the ground there is the Viennese underground. It's in the groundwater, so it was really difficult to build this building, because when we break down the old building which was standing here before, it was the danger that it will float up the underground. And it was allowed only to float up 6 centimeters, and in the end we are lucky it floats only 4 centimeters, so it was fine. And so we packed this program together and pulled over it a green, something like a green aura. It means on the facade and on the roof we put 160 trees there, and these 160 trees, they collect 100 tons CO2 per year. And what's also very interesting is that these trees are able to cool down the area up to 1.5 degrees, which is really, I think, an interesting aspect on a site. Here you see this very simple steel structure. It's filled with, we call them add-ons. They are like vitrines where the program of the shop can have a dialogue with the city. And here you see the floor plan. It's in the middle, it's completely free from every installation and technical equipment. So we put all these things, also the fire staircases and the elevators, in this outer part, in the steel construction. And you see the add-ons where the floor goes to the facade and has a direct view to the city. And we have two levels of hotel with the light comes here over three atriums. And on the roof is free for the people. There is no consumption necessary, and it's accessible for the people and for the surrounding. We selected trees which are common in south of Sweden, and we tried to select these plants that they are interesting also all over the year, not only in summer. The construction is very simple. It's a combination between concrete and steel, and we close this with panels and glass parts. And then on the last element is this mesh, this steel construction, and you see there are these little terraces, these pots for the trees, and this is a picture directly after we complete the building. Now they are much denser, these trees. They will not grow very high because they have these pots. They are not too big, but they get denser. This is a view from the Marilferstraße. And in the regulations, it was written that there should be a card to this tramway station nearby, so that there is more space for the people. And we think that with this construction, which is not only 3 meters high, this space is much more free and interesting for the people. Yeah, and here on this normal levels, you can go out on the terraces, and yeah, you have these different views. And here from the restaurant, the view. And the hotel is a Joe and Joe youth hostel, and it fits quite good to the IKEA philosophy. And here you see the void in the middle where you can access the rooftop. And the terrace has really a great view over Vienna, and so it's there are many people coming there. There is no consumption necessary, and it's nowadays really a tourist hotspot, and also with the hotel there is all time there is a very lively situation. Yeah, and we're very happy that till now we could win about 30 awards with this building, and we're very happy about that. But we are very happy again about that there is a fan club for this building, and it's not done by IKEA. No, it's a private initiative from a neighbor. And so we are very proud about this, and yeah, and this is our team, and I thank you for the audience.
Thank you so much. Do you have any questions for Peter? No one? Okay, could you tell us more? How was IKEA as a commissioner? How was the process of doing a building with them and a collaboration?
Yeah, the process was very interesting for us because this kind of building or IKEA building was very new for them and new for us. And so in the process when we asked them something, they always said, we don't know. And so it was really interesting kind of a struggle for simple questions. Maybe they are used in a normal IKEA that they have 2 levels, and it was difficult to think about maybe for what's about when you change the level. What's then? What do you with the stuff and all these things? And so it was. They were very open. This Viennese IKEA group, because they wanted to make a really new thing. And when we had to work together with the international central planning company in Sweden, it was more difficult because they are used to build these flat IKEAs on the rand of the city. And so they had a completely other way of thinking. And so this was not so easy, but in the end, yeah, it works very good.